Hi guys, this is Ted with Oishfoot. I'm going to show you a few more tips for the Boom Uperator. In the last video I showed you how to set up the straps properly, the waist belt and the crossbody strap. It's really important that they're snug, tight, and that this shoulder leash sits firmly on top of your shoulder. When all this is in place, it's now time to put the support stick on. Here it is, the support stick. I sometimes refer to it as an up stick. You're going to put it into the base plate with the logo facing you. You hear that click, so now you know it's engaged. You can raise it up, and using the carabiner from the shoulder leash, attach it to the D-ring on the stick. Really important is this shoulder harness and the leash should basically be roughly in line with your shoulder. It can go up a little bit, it can go down a little bit, but it's good to keep it in line with your shoulder. That way it's just going to keep better control of the stick. The stick's not going to get away from you, and it's not going to really affect how your straps are set up. If you're a lot taller than me and you have a longer torso and a longer reach, you're going to find that you need to raise this stick even more. When you do, this is a really important aspect of this stick. You can move this D-ring by popping it out with your thumb and moving it to the section below. This is for you tall boom ops out there. Click that in, and now you can raise all the sections. As you can see, this has gone out of frame and I can't actually reach that up there because that's for boom operators that are a lot taller than me. So I'm going to lower mine back down, put mine back to where I normally keep it. I keep mine in the top section. Most people, I find myself anyway, having it about this height where my arm would naturally be. This is the position I use most often, just about my head height basically. The difference is with this stick in place, even though I've still got my hand on the pole, is I'm not taking any weight on my left arm. I do recommend, strongly suggest that you keep a hand on the pole so that you can take it off and on, you know, if you need to make adjustments. Taking it off and on is easy, of course. Another way of doing it is keeping your hand on the support stick itself, okay? It's all for safety. Obviously, you don't want any accidents, you don't want it slipping out or anything like that. So the easiest thing is to keep a hand on it. I also sometimes place the first knuckle of the boom pole up against the yoke of the support stick, and this way it's not going to slip away from you and you can hold it here indefinitely. Again, this is for rolling takes, big long resets over and over again. It's simply to be used as a support. I'll just remind people, this is not for everyday booming. This is not for every scenario booming. As you know, as a boom operator, if you're mobile, if you're dynamic, if you're moving around, Steadicam shots or moving at all, you don't typically suffer with shoulder pain in those moments. But we all suffer from shoulder pain when you're locked off for 10 minutes at a time, shooting one character, two characters, and then you reset and go again, and reset and go again, reset and go again. Well, this idea was born out of those scenarios. When you don't want to use it, in between takes, in between setups, you have a few options. You can collapse the stick, pop it out, pressing underneath from the base plate receiver. There it goes. And you can keep it on you using the Velcro straps that are provided. So now with it in place, I can still go about, you know, my regular duties as a sound utility or an A2 or a boom operator, and I can still bend down, fix a mic pack, do anything I need to do, you know, run a bit of cable last minute or anything, and still be ready for when they call me back in. Still attached. Put it back in the base plate, raise it up, and as you can see in a few seconds I'm ready to go. I can grab my boom pole and I can go again.